Good morning and welcome to the video. Nice early start on this beautiful autumnal Sunday morning. I've had a little bit of fuel and will shortly be heading down to Brighton. Now, the reason I am kicking this video off is because while I'm there, I should have the opportunity, hopefully, to capture something kind of cool. I'm going to challenge myself to capture it in the best way possible. Today is not a dedicated photo outing, it's actually a family outing, but of course the camera will be coming as well. So we are actually heading to Saltdean Lido, which is just outside of Brighton. It's got a very retro Art Deco look to it. I've checked it out online and I thought to myself, I've got to capture that on the camera. It has been refurbished, but it's got its original features because it's a listed building. I think it was built in like 1938, so it should be pretty cool. And I've been really enjoying a few YouTube videos actually of creators that have captured kind of retro style photos, especially in the US, and I think this might have that kind of vibe, but we shall see when we get there and see what we can do with it. As I've already mentioned, it's a beautiful day, sun is shining, so it should kind of have a very bright blue look. It's quite early, so we should get down there still in some nice light. So I just wanted to make the video, bring you along for the ride so I can show you kind of what it looks like. If you don't know what a Lido is, it originates from the Italian word for coastline, I believe, and in short, it is an outdoor swimming pool. I have to be honest, I will not be getting in, but I have opted to take the photos. So better hit the road, not much left to do here, pack up. I'm actually just editing and uploading another video, another little walk around London that I have done recently. So feeling really creatively inspired. I hope you're enjoying the videos. Thank you so much for watching. Do drop it a thumbs up if you are, and let's go to Brighton. So it is now several hours later. As you probably established, it's now dark and I'm back home. Didn't quite capture that much in terms of a vlog, but I was happy with the photos that I managed to capture whilst down in Brighton, specifically the Saltdean Lido. You will have seen the photos already, and we really lucked out with the weather today because it was a really bright day, but there was some nice wispy kind of white clouds in the sky, which added a really nice bit of texture and contrast to the Lido itself, which was also a kind of whitey bluey green colour in terms of its paint, and I think it looked really nice. It just came fit this kind of like pop, and everything looked very kind of ocean blue and very seaside, which was perfect. Obviously, we were by the seaside, but it made the photos look really, really nice. And to be honest, I didn't have to do too much editing on them at all. Just wanted to talk through a couple of images that I took. And interestingly, this might have happened to you. It has happened to me on multiple occasions before. But I think my number one pick of the day has to be the shot that I captured with my trusty iPhone. This is not because my iPhone is any better than my camera in terms of its quality, of course. However, it had a wider angle lens. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I took my Sony with my 40mm lens, which I thought might be quite nice because I thought I might need to pick out some details. And if you come over onto my screen here, I did pick out a few details. Like I quite like this shot here of the lifeguard. That's pretty nice. I think that wouldn't have come out so well with my iPhone, but perfect with the 40, and some kind of tighter shots where I managed to pick out the roof of the Lido itself, also pretty nice. And I was there with my family, so it worked out quite well for some nice portrait shots and things like that. But where the iPhone came in trumps, as always, is I managed to put it onto the 0.5 lens, that wide angle lens, and capture this pretty cool shot here, which I'm really, really happy with. I think it looks really, really nice. I shot it in RAW mode, brought it into Lightroom. Again, minimal editing on this one, but one thing I do like to do with a phone edit is just drop the clarity and maybe a little bit of sharpness as well, and you can always play around with the mid-tones just to bring out a little bit of the crunch and that digital sharpening kind of look that you get from a phone, which really gives it away. If you drop them just as slightly, I'm talking about micro adjustments, it can just give it a slightly softer look, especially when you're kind of going for that dreamy look that I'm quite enjoying at the moment, especially with this kind of mist filter on here. It works really nicely and it kind of blends in with the rest of the images. And probably a good time to mention, actually, I just noticed the new iPhone has been released, the iPhone 16 Pro. They've just announced in that they have upgraded the megapixels in the wide angle camera, and I think it's gone up to 48 megapixels. I don't think I'm going to upgrade, but it certainly piques my interest because I really like that camera, or that lens, should I say, and it gets you out of a pinch in situations like this where I didn't have a wider angle lens with me. I mean, it still looks pretty amazing, to be honest, but if you got into it, I'm sure you could find some less than desirable details in the corners and the edges and things like that. Nonetheless, iPhone to the rescue for the favourite shot of the day. Other than that, I just really liked the kind of tones, as I mentioned, of the blue and the bright and the pop. Looked really nice. Picked out a few of the lifeguards, as I said, and then I guess my second favourite shot, or close second, it could have come in at number one, was this shot I did shoot with my Sony in the 40. Just managed to crop the Lido on the third, so mostly sky, and just capture that bit in the top. Most of the time it was really busy, there was loads of people in it. I was lucky with that iPhone shot and I managed to capture it in between swim sessions, so always bide your time. But overall, a really nice day out. Always fun to go by the sea, capture some sea air, and just go somewhere a little bit different. I don't usually shoot on the coastline in the UK, but maybe it's something I should do a little bit more often. I realised actually that Brighton is incredibly close to me. It didn't take very long to get down there at all, so maybe a sunrise is imminent. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it gave you a little bit of inspiration to get out there and shoot. I've just been away on a big trip, and it's always tricky to come back and start shooting normal things again. So just trying to see what's about, shoot different things, and just keep using the camera despite not having a Bali landscape in my view. So any suggestions of where to go in the UK, I would be very interested to hear. Please drop them down below. Thanks for watching again, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.